Welcome to Troma. In a few minutes, we'll be watching one of the many great Troma movies. But first of all...
Left insider, check. D17, right insider, check. If you'd spit for me, please. Good evening. Welcome to Troma News.
Big carnival in Zombie Town.
Disappointment for Troma Albion.
All of that and more in Troma News. Now, yesterday's carnival in Zombie Town was the largest the town has ever seen. The event, which marked the centenary of its official recognition as Hell on Earth, was made extra special by the attendance of all the past town sheriffs since 1793.
Disappointment for Troma Albion in the fourth round of the Pomflox Cup last night. With the half-time scoreline at 2-1, Albion eased off the pressure, only to disintegrate into a fine green powder in the 72nd minute. Referee Ray Agnew stood by helplessly as the team was blown away on the breeze.
We joined Troma Godhead Lloyd Kaufman by live link-up from New York for this exclusive Troma News feature.
Troma, 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 Troma.
Lloyd Kaufman there, live from New York.
On a happier note, Miss Troma has bought a new hedge trimmer. The mechanical tool came in a box with a staggering 5 additional fitments, quite literally all types of garden catered for. Miss Troma hopes to be using it in her garden this weekend.
She can certainly trim my bush with it.
Just forget it.
The weather.
Here's the Troma weather.
Right, up north it's going to be a bit tighter, so I wouldn't get wearing one of them kilt things if I was you. In the middle, well, you're going to have a bit of this and a bit of that. Down south, well, the old current might come out later if you're lucky, but if it don't give me no grief about it, because I don't write the bloody weather, I just tell you what it's all about. Well, that's the weather.
Tonight's Troma movie coming up in a few minutes, of course, but first, let's take some time out here on the Troma basement to catch up on our culinary skills with our very own resident zombie chef, Graham Simons.
Graham, hello. Well, for too many years now, vegetarianism has been hampered with an outdated image. Unimaginative, predictable, unexciting. These are just a few of the words we hear bandied around by far too many people all too often, but sometimes with considerable justification.
But the days of lentil stew and nut cutlets are well and truly over, thanks, at least in part, to the efforts of a number of international chefs who've made this area of invention their own and really have turned the tables on us meat eaters.
That's right. But you don't have to dine in one of the great restaurants of the globe to experience these delights. Many of them are accessible even to the domestic kitchen. With a little imagination and slightly more unusual vegetables, such as these carrier beans and this kumquat, vegetarianism can be adventurous at last. So, Graham, let's assume we want something slightly more varied in our vegetarian diet. What next?
Graham Simons there in the Troma kitchen. And some interesting ideas for all you non-meat eaters. Well, as Miss Troma, I like to keep in touch with my public, and that's exactly what I was doing yesterday when I ventured out onto the streets of London to find out a little bit about Troma fans, who they are and what they get up to.
When you've had 10 pints at the pub, you want to come back and have a decent film, and you can guarantee that Toxic Avenger 2 is going to do the job. Troma Films #1, mate.
Are you a big Troma fan?
Yes, I am. I've been following it ever since it's come out.
And which one is your favourite Troma movie?
Well, this one will probably be the best one so far, but I just got to wait and see what it's like.
And there we have it, some very big Troma fans.
Well, tonight's Troma movie coming up in a matter of minutes. So there's just time for another one of our ludicrously popular disco discussions. Well, I think if we can be sure of anything, it would really be this. Certainly, as I see it, from my perspective, in the context of world cinema, those chopper chicks are gorgeous!
Oh, tell me about it. Yeah, we've got a fiver for every time. Oh,
Stop it!
But Miss Troma, you're beautiful.
Say we were doing gun to her head now, just for example. What sort of gun would we be using in an ideal world?
Oh, without a shadow of a doubt, 1789 flintlock.
Stop it right there, Ben, because we are doing gun to her head right now!
I can't believe it! You crazy fox! Well, OK, yep, this is it. Tonight's handgun, a 1789 flintlock pistol. I don't know if you can see that there on the close-up. Forerunner, of course, of the modern gun. It all started here. Let's see, principal features. Handle to hold it with, obviously. Safety catch here on the right-hand side of the barrel. The hammer trigger cocks here. Let's see, slightly more floral in design, obviously, than most modern handguns. The round, of course, loaded into the front of the barrel, compacted with gunpowder. The round, I believe it was, well, 3.2 grams in modern weight. Imperial measures, yeah, I guess that would have been a round eighth of an ounce. So, the 1789 flintlock pistol. So, Miss Troma, who's the winner this week?
Aha.
Ooh, exciting.
Very exciting indeed. Try and find out what on earth lies in here. No Kenny Chapman of Carn in Wiltshire. I'm not going to ask her to do that because that's illegal.
Yep, quite right, Sue.
Let's have a look here.
Let's have a look.
There we are. That's right. Anne Lawson from Norwich would like to see Miss Troma give a recorder lesson to her bank customer services advisor for a couple of seconds.
Thank you, Anne. Well, sit back, enjoy, as I put a gun to Miss Troma's head. So, Miss Troma, with a gun to your head, will you play?
Oh, go on then.
Excellent. Miss Troma, teach that customer services advisor.
Now, I hope you've been practising, young man.
Oh, indeed I have.
Come on then. Stop. If you keep your finger properly on the hole, then the sound will be a lot clearer.
Oh, I'm sorry, yes, of course.
Very good. Very impressed.
Wonderful, really. And remember, the address to write to if you'd like to put a gun to her head is, as always, on a postcard or sealed envelope to Troma Basement, 9 to 13 Grape Street, London, WC2H 8DR.
And enjoy the show.
Joy.
Enjoy!